I'm B.Dot Jones, fighting at 185 out of NPR MMA.
I'm Daukaus. I'm fighting out of Martinez BJJ. Middleweight, 185, fighting December 5th.
I've been training B.Dot his entire career. We've seen his maturation process. He's just an absolute monster. Easily one-punch knockout power. Not only that, he can wrestle. He's got great submissions. He's just broadening his horizons to become more of a complete fighter every single day. He's one of those guys you never have to ask him to be here. You never have to ask him to train. He's always here when he wants it.
He's got heavy hands, but it's MMA, so I always have to be worried about everything that he can do. Whether he could most likely submit me, knock me out, anything. I can knock him out, submit him. It's MMA. It's not strictly boxing, so he has to be aware of my takedowns, and I also have to be aware of his takedowns.
Yeah, so I played football at Temple. And when I was done doing that, I started doing arena football. And at practice, I tore my ACL doing semi-pro. And then I was out for like a year. And then I just wanted to do something else that was like, real physical. And that worked into my work schedule. So I've always been a fan of the sport. So my job used to be right around the corner from here, so I found this place just one day at lunch on my lunch break, and I've been coming here ever since.
When he first came in, just like anyone kind of walking off the streets, he had a little bit of a boxing background. Since then we've worked a lot on footwork, we've worked a lot on mixing in a lot of philosophy, a lot of strategy, and then you take that with his natural given athletic talent, and then he's turned it into something very special.
Who's this fighting? I'm an amateur. I know that these fights don't really count, but I mean, yet again, I'm still looking to fight the best guys at amateur, and then when I turn pro, I'm looking to fight the best guys at pro. I'm not here to take easy fights. I'm not here to be handed anything. I want to work for what I can get, and hopefully turn it into something big.
People say I hit hard. I'll take whatever credit people give me.
Like a lot of fights that B's in, a lot of people definitely want to try to stand up and trade with him, which is kind of silly. A lot of guys want to come out and test themselves and try to push themselves against B. Daukaus is smart. He's going to want to try to take him down. I think that's about the only place he stands a chance. And it's nothing to take away from Daukaus, but B's just got that with those little tiny MMA gloves on. He touches you once and you go to sleep.
I'm coming out of the cage with my hand raised. I don't see anything. I'm going to be physically prepared, mentally prepared, anything. Anything that he does, I'm going to just run right through it.
I'd love to see you go 3 rounds, actually, because we're trying to get B out of the first round. He's never been out of the first round before in any of his fights. So I'd love to be able to sit him down on the corner and give him some instructions. We'd love to get him into a second round, into a third round. It's all about developing a little bit more experience, so we'd love to see him in a war. The one-punch knockout things are, it's great. It only develops you so much, so.
Yeah, man, I've always been a fighter. Growing up, always been like one of the rough kids. I never start fights or start trouble or anything like that, but always been a fighter. Let's put it that way. Some guys in this sport, they're made into fighters. And some are already fighters, just made into better fighters. And I think I'm one of the guys who's always a fighter and just being made into a better fighter.
We have the best guys. I believe we have the best well-rounded guys. We also have a strong jiu-jitsu based game, a strong stand-up game, and the guys that are here are number 1. We got small guys, 35ers, big guys, heavyweights. Pretty much anybody here is well-rounded. We're not just strictly one type of school. We're not a stand-up school. We're not just strictly a ground school. Will pushes us to the limit on everything. We have to be the best at everything.
Here at NPR Endurance, our primary concern is just developing these fighters to go out and accomplish their goals, their dreams to become champions one day. And B's one of those guys. He's heavily driven. He wants it, and no matter who comes out on top, which of course we're predicting B will, but it's going to be an exciting fight, we're sure, and it's definitely going to be worth the price of admission for anybody.
I'm just looking to fight, man. It's been a while since I fight. I've been trying to fight since December. I had a lot of guys back out, so I'm just looking to get in there and get some experience in so I can hurry up and go pro and move on to the next levels.
I have a strong clinch, I have a strong takedown, a strong ground game, a strong stand-up.
I'd like to say B's definitely one of the hardest hitters out of any weight class that we have here, out of the heavyweights, anybody. It's not just about how hard you hit, but it's when you hit, and it's the precision that he hits you with as well, too.
Thank everybody, my family, my mom, my brother's my #1 training partner. Thank Will for letting me train here. I've been with Will forever, but specifically my supporters. My girlfriend, she goes through a lot with this. I put my mom through a lot with this. I put everybody through a lot with this.
This is B.Dot Jones, fighting at 185 at NPR MMA. Come check me out at WCC, December 5th.
This is Daukaus checking out WCC. Be sure to show up December 5th. I'm going to show up. I hope Jones shows up strong. I'm going to show up strong. We're going to get it on.